All who knew him are brought together through the loving and generous way Addam lived his life. How can we put into words the difference a person makes? Luckily, there are poems which will do this for us. This one is called The Measure of a Man. Not how did he die, but how did he live? Not what did he gain, but what did he give? These are the units of a man, as a man, to measure the worth regardless of birth. Not what was his station, but had he a heart? And how did he play his own special part? Was he ever ready, with a word of good cheer, to bring back a smile, to banish a tear? Not what was his church, nor what was his creed, but had he defended those really in need? Not what did the sketch in the newspaper say, but how many were sorry when he passed away? Andrew Allen Addam Stobbs was the son of Andy and Irene, brother of Nigel, brother-in-law of Karen, and proud uncle of Catherine. The loving partner of Yoda, and adoring co-parent to their canine bundles of joy, Max, Penny and Muffin. Addam was a gifted music teacher, a beloved member of staff at St Bernadette School in the Basin. He also taught music lessons from home, and although constantly busy, found a great deal of time to volunteer in community radio. 3JOY, Australia's first gay and lesbian radio station, he would proudly call out at national community broadcasting conferences whenever prompted. Addam was an award-winning broadcaster, board member, trainer, mentor, and friend to many. There are so many facets of Addam's life which we may have known him through, and it is amazing to think of the sheer volumes of lives that he touched over his lifetime. Some we may never meet, some Addam himself may never have known about. There is great strength in being connected to such a powerfully positive force, and even after we part today, this powerful bond remains between us all. A part of being here today is the opportunity to share memories with one another. As members of the community of Addam, a far-reaching and mind-blowing society that we are all members of, I'd like to take my celebrant hat off for a moment and kick things off with a memory that I have. First impressions are generally hard to forget, and in Addam's case, this is certainly a massive understatement. I'd just come out at age 25, found this mysteriously shiny and big gay community in Melbourne, and a safe and educational way to connect with it through the broadcasting course run by Addam and Paul at Joy 94.9. I hadn't really met a lot of gay people before, and once I had taken a deep breath and climbed the stairs at the studios in South Melbourne, I was met by a loud, brash, abrupt and rather scary man who seemed to have lost all of his shirt buttons. He also had pants so low and tight that no imagination was required. One of the first things he asked us as a class was to identify ourselves if we didn't like the sound of our own voices. Many of us timidly raised our hands, and he announced, in a "don't argue with me" kind of voice, that all of us were over that now. It was as simple as that. He had the utmost faith in all of us, and who are we to argue? He was the best teacher I've ever had, because he taught me to respect myself and have confidence in my own abilities and opinions. Addam had a large part to play in finding a voice that I had lost, and also steered me into so many ways of putting it to good use. We worked together teaching broadcasters